Gohan's Beast form, one of the newest forms to be revealed in Dragon Ball Super, with its first appearance being in Dragon Ball Super Super Hero, a form he obtained from rage after seeing Piccolo from near death. This form has Dragon Ball fans somewhat split, with one half enjoying the form from Gohan, but others find it rather random as he just obtained it for the fact of the movie, and there's no real background to the form. Don't get me wrong, the form looks cool and all, well, maybe not the huge amount of hair, but the form really does feel like it was just thrown out there, but that's not the topic of this video. Hello everyone, I'm Super Saiyan, and today we'll be discussing the background of Gohan's Beast form. And before we get into the video, today's question of the video is from Overheated Frost 8947. Their question is, what would you wish for if you had the Dragon Balls? And I'm not gonna lie, would it be basic if I said money? I feel like it would be, but I mean, that would be probably my first wish. If it wasn't gonna be money, if I was gonna do something cool, make me a Saiyan in the real world. That would be cool. I mean, it would be a little funny. I'll maybe grow a tail, but I mean, who wouldn't? Someone would probably wish for Superman's powers or just be super strong. But yeah, that would be my wish if I had the Dragon Balls. Thank you so much for your question. If you want your comment to be featured in the next video, just comment down any question you would like for me to answer, and there will be a chance where your comment will be featured in the next video. Now let's get into the video. Here, we're gonna be trying to figure out what could be the origin of this form. The main reason I'm doing this is because a lot of people commented down in my what ifs that the Beast form is exclusive to Saiyans or even just to Gohan, which I have a theory that it isn't exclusive to Gohan or even the Saiyans. But before we get into my theory, I would like to hear what y'all would think about the Beast form, so comment down what y'all think of the background of this form or any theories y'all would have. And now, let's get into the video. Spoiler warning to the Dragon Ball Super manga. Alright, you have been warned. Now up to the manga, we see that this form made Gohan strong enough to be on par and even surpass Goku in Mastered Ultra Instinct. The same Goku that mastered the true version of Ultra Instinct after training with an angel for a few months. Which to me makes no sense, as again, this form just pops up and somehow is better than the technique based on the angels, but that'll be for another video. No doubt, if this form can be on par with a technique such as Ultra Instinct, then the form has to have God Ki. Now most people believe this form has to do with being a Saiyan, Gohan's background training with the Kais, and his pure rage. Now one is just untrue, the second one is definitely a fact, and the third part is questionable. Now before I discuss this is just a theory and my word isn't set in stone, but with how Dragon Ball is, there's a lot of unanswered questions and plot holes. Maybe there's a video idea where I can go over to see how Dragon Ball could be made better. But back to the main focus, the first part of this theory of the form is that people think this form is just only available for Saiyans. And the reason I say this is completely wrong is because of one of the sources we have around the Beast form and all of the various content that we have of Dragon Ball, and that's Xenoverse 2. Yes, I know it's a game and it isn't exactly canon, but this is the only evidence we got. And in the game, any race can obtain the form, even though it is from a game that is more backup than people's headcanons thinking the form is only for Saiyans. But I could further explain why this could be further proven hypothetically later in the video. Now on to the second part, where the Beast form is related to the training that Gohan went through under the Supreme Kai, or more so the mystic transformation that Gohan got back in the Buu saga. This is somewhat pretty agreed upon by most of the Dragon Ball community. I mean hell, look at Gohan's hair when he transforms into the form. His hair turns all white and it grows massively. Call me crazy, but that is similar to the Kai's hairstyle. To further back this statement is that Gohan is the only fighter to go through training under the Supreme Kai and even get the mystic form. Which I'm not sure fully why no one else tried to get the same training. After seeing what Gohan did in the Buu saga, people like Piccolo, Goten, Trunks, or even the humans could have went to train under the Kais as well. I mean, I know they made this only for Gohan, as he did want to follow his own path of power away from Goku and Vegeta, which is probably why the others don't get the chance to get the form, but come on, realistically here they would. But again, back to this topic of the video, with Gohan being the only one who trained like this, I can see why people think this form can be exclusively to Gohan. With the last statement about it being from his rage is questionable, there's no fact that can be against it, but there is evidence that can help it, somewhat. With the transformation, we see Gohan grow rageful, as his eyes turn red during the transformation. And you know what other transformation turns their eyes red? The Great Ape form, which I see why they call it the Beast form. Sorry, bad joke. But with that connection, it could help with the statement that it's from Gohan's rage. But again, with the first statement that it's exclusive to Saiyans being false, then that evidence can't really be used here, so for it being around rage is currently just in the air right now. In my opinion, I think the form is like a perfected version or a quote-unquote Super Saiyan version of the Mystic form, and that you need to be trained under the Supreme Kai and have the Mystic form to be able to obtain the Beast form. But hey, that's just my theory around this whole form. But as of right now, we have no background to this transformation, and maybe one day we will, or maybe we won't. Comment down your theory behind the form, as I'm interested to see what y'all think the background of this transformation could be. I know this might be a little weird, me making a video around Dragon Ball that isn't What If, but you know, I'm just trying to spread out, trying to do other Dragon Ball content, and I thought maybe doing what my theory around Gohan's Beast transformation would be a first good starter video for trying to grow out of just doing What Ifs. I'm still gonna do What Ifs, but you know, just trying to do other videos as well. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.